down to Florida, I wanted to put a band together. Because after one of my previous bands broke up, I was like, alright, well, I definitely want to, I'm in a new area, let's try and make new friends and such. And I pretty much, put out flyers, like looking for band members and stuff like that, and Vince was the first guy who called.
When I started Arakara, I wanted to find a bunch of guys who wanted to play good heavy metal and try to counteract some of the newer music that I was really hearing.
So I was looking for a band, and I asked one of my friend Clint, who actually does some shows here at the Haven. And he was saying, hey, I know you're looking for a band, this other band, definitely right up your alley if you want to do something with them. So I was like, yeah, okay. So I messaged Vince, and yeah, we pretty much just kick it off right away. I went to one of the first practices. Turned out they were actually doing recording in the studio for the first album. So I was like, okay, so I'm learning it, and everyone's gonna hear all my mistakes.
We ended up just jamming, and before you know it, like it just kind of took off.
But that first time I was in the studio, I kind of felt a click between all the people and stuff like that. So they were asking me, oh, do you know any songs? Like, I know Metallica. So then we play Seek and Destroy. Oh yeah, that was the first song I played with them. Then we stopped halfway through the song just for Vince to stop. He's like, oh my, there is a God. He was so happy to find me.
There's certain things in heavy metal that have been lost, and typically when people ask me what kind of music I enjoy, or and those kind of questions, it's always like, oh well, I'm into heavy metal and everything, but usually they confuse that with newer bands that I wouldn't consider heavy metal, and nor would anybody else who says that they listen to heavy metal would. So I figured that if I could make my own music and kind of help balance out the so-called untrue heavy metal, if you will. I've been really influenced by a lot of the older classic bands, bands such as Judas Priest and Iron Maiden and Black Sabbath, and of course, Ozzy and stuff like that. So those are probably my biggest influences. But as far as Arakara goes, a lot of our stuff is influenced by classic thrash giants like Megadeth and Slayer and Anthrax.
My biggest influences have probably been over the years, starting with Iron Maiden, Metal Church, Symphony X, and I don't know, Metallica. Everybody uses Metallica. As a band, Slayer, any thrash.
Definitely Slayer. Because that's Vince and Zack. That's like they're one of their top bands, and they love to play with them. I only knew a little bit of Slayer, but then once I joined into the band, I just felt I got into it a lot more, and I really liked that too.
A lot of people call us like the new Slayer. Like a lot of people are like, man, like you guys are like a whole lot like Slayer. Like the whole thrash and dual guitar solo type deal.
Burial ground. In case you didn't hear him.
No, I said it first.
with being in Arakara is being able to play live and sharing my music with other people. We've done a lot of cool things, I think, with my music that I would have never thought that would happen. For instance, us being involved in the community and helping raise money for the whole shooting victims and kids in orphanages and stuff like that. And those weren't things that, that I necessarily started out saying that I was going to do, but it was very nice for people to invite us out.
I'm just so pumped up, when the show's about to start. I just go out there and just, use it on headbanging and giving myself some serious lip lash, and I just do my thing, I just go up there and make sure that I give it my all, and hopefully everybody enjoys it.
We want you to think, hey, these guys are having fun. I want to have fun too. And I think if we are on the same level as them, then everyone's going to have a blast. Favorite thing about being in this band? Just the people I'm playing with. Because it's always like these guys started off as strangers, like this guy, but we just start off as strangers and then we just clicked so well, and then I love practicing, I love making music, even though we can get, some of them can be a pain, but yeah, it's just, they're heck of guys, and I love playing with them.
They're all just characters, man. They're all seriously like goofballs, and I wouldn't trade them for anything, to be honest with you, for anyone else. They're all hilarious. I think that's the biggest thing is laughing with them.
They're brothers. They're family, like a lot of bands nowadays, or even not even now, but even before, they just kind of do it for like the money and fame and stuff. But like, I always feel like if you're in that type of situation where you're just doing it for money or fame, and you absolutely hate your bandmates and stuff, it's just like, then what's the point of being in the band? If you want to make money, go work at a bank or something. Like, you deal with money with that type of job. But with the Arakara guys, like, I love them. They're brothers, man. They're the greatest people to be with, for sure. Like, it's all a good time.